That was the white wines. Now, about the red wines, you do several different?
Well, in the reds we have the four main ones: Vertente, Redoma, Batuta and Charme.
What was the names?
Vertente,
Yes.
Redoma,
Yes.
Batuta and Charme.
Yes.
And these are the four main ones. And then we also have, well, something that is new for us. It's Robustus. It's an old-fashioned style of wine, aged longer time in wood. And the first release was 2004, and then we are doing that, well.
You seem to like to experiment with lots of different things.
Well, that's the fun part of everything, you know, experimenting new things. And Douro having all these different vineyards, all these different places where you can go and find different wines, so we can play around with everything. Douro have 40,000 hectares of vineyard, planted between 80 and 800 meters altitude. The same vineyard you can have slopes east facing, west facing, north facing, south facing. You have 100 different varieties for the reds. You have 80 different varieties for the whites. So you can do 1,000 different things. So why not enjoy? Instead of working against it, you just enjoy what the possibilities that you have.
Now, if I remember right, you've been here at Niepoort since 2004.
Four, exactly. Yeah.
So it makes 5 years.
Yeah.
Which is already quite an experience here. But
yeah.
Let's look a bit in the other direction. What do you think about the future? If you look 10 years forward, or what do you think will be different, or what you want to have done by then?
10 years forward will be the great challenge of the Douro. Improving the quality of the wines. We still have a lot to learn, we still have a lot to do. Growing in terms of quantity, having wines with quality but also with volume that can stand and can be placed everywhere. And not doing the obvious mistakes, not going the easier way. So even if we have to fight against the general tendency now, even if we have to probably lose market share because of our own decision, I think the most important thing is to keep true with ourselves and keep trying to show what it is a Douro vineyard, trying to in the wine to express the vineyards. That means not doing too much. The main problem on winemaking nowadays, I think, it's everyone is doing too much, and we all should do a bit less. Doing less, we are more expressing more the Douro, and I think that is the main effort.
Let me ask you another question, which might be a bit provocative, but would be interesting to hear your comments on. If I compare the Douro with another wine region, I'm thinking of which is the Priorat in Catalonia in Spain. They used to be not known for their red wine, and then over the last 2 decades or 3 decades they have become very well known, but they have also become terribly expensive. Do you think there is a risk for the same development in the Douro, that the wines will become better known but will also become almost unaffordable for the wine consumer?
That's exactly the way that we shouldn't do. Priorat took the shortest way, doing bigger wines, impressive wines, expensive wines, and now it's difficult for people to drink that wines. And Priorat is changing somehow, and it's going to be more difficult now, the change in Priorat. I think Douro have to do exactly the opposite, going slowlier than Priorat, avoiding this overripeness, these impressive wines that really they gain points, but people don't want to drink it in the end. And I think that's the way that Douro should. That's the thing that Douro should make. So.
And to finish the talk we have here, maybe we should not forget to mention the port wine that you have in the hand.
This is what we are drinking now, 83 colheita, and that's very important. Douro starts with port wines, and Douro exists because of the port wines, and we should never forget that. And Niepoort is still a port wine company, so port wines are very important for us.
thank you for taking the time to talk to me today.
Pleasure.